Islamism. Can you hear me, brother? Islamism. Man, I did a study today, brother, on that manuscript. It was crazy because it brought me back to the Moorish witch with the golden cloak. And I wasn't even studying that at the time. I was looking through the manuscript that was speaking about Venus and stuff. And it goes through and it talks about their sin was that they didn't know their names, which Noble Ali was talking about. The greatest sin was not honoring your foremothers and forefathers, brother. But then it spoke of, I had Venus in the search engine. So then I went and I put up Moors. And it said the Moors are known to be in Kelchis or Kelchos, which is by the Caucasian mountains. So when I go and look that up, it's set up the same way as when I was speaking of the Austrian mountain, the oldest salt mine in the world. They found the first Celtic troglodytes, but the Moors had it set up the same by the Caucasian mountains. But when I went and looked up this Colchis, they told a tale of a golden, the search for the golden cloak, brother. And the story, I'm not going to ruin the ending of it, because I'm going to upload it next week, because I can't now because, the strike or whatever. But the paradigm of studying the Venus energy, it took me 360 all the way back around, man, to what I was already going to upload. I already did the reading, and you know how the frequency is, man. It's very, it makes me think of a seer when they was in that parking lot and that European ran up to him with the captain headdress, and he was all excited to meet him more. You know what I'm saying? Excited to meet him more. And he ran to his trunk and got his fez. But he told the seer, he was like, man, I've had the most weirdest things happen to me, man. And it's true. That's how I know that man was a true Muslim, because that's what it is. I'm over here studying the energy of Venus. And then it did it on purpose, brother, where it brought me back to the golden cloak that I already had ready to upload. You know what I'm saying? I love it, brother. It's divine. It's fruition indeed. So I had to come let y'all know. And it specifically says that they didn't know their names and all, man. But I couldn't believe when I went and looked up coaches and they spoke of the golden cloak and the king. He got tricked. The Moorish mother tricked him. But if y'all go look at the reading when I upload it, it's an old Moorish story. But on the European side, they try to say that he married the young woman. They try to make it, I got the true Moorish story, then I got the European story, brother. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I am a Libra, so I'm governed by Venus. You know what I'm saying? So when I started studying that energy, man, it took me from the bridge from the Celtic troglodyte from the Moorish paradigm to the Celtic, you know what I'm saying? All the wires connected. When I went on to that cultures from reading that same manuscript with the Venus and seeing the golden cloak, brother, man, my brain turned to water, brother. Hey, it's crazy. Then I went on Grand Sheik and watched him and kind of calmed down, because it hit me hard, brother. It hit me real hard. I wanted to speak about how, more science can heal your mind, but you can also have your mind ill by messing around with like NOI teachings, nations of gods and earth. And over time, though, if you pay attention, their minds always get messed up. They always start thinking they was an angel or something, or they're a prophet, like some craziness, brother. So this more science really heals our mind, indeed. No, I haven't stood back like that in a while from the studies. Like, whoa, when I seen that golden, I want to look up exactly what it was on that side. Hold up. I'm letting the other devices charging. Hold on. Yeah, the golden fleece. you know, and then they speak of the king and the fleece and all that. But I just found that study today. But I already have on the Amexim Almanac that I'm going to upload the golden cloak. You know what I'm saying? Venus ran me into the study that I was already on the other side of the paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Had no idea I was getting ready to run into the golden fleece. But here it speaks about how, you know, the ones around there, you know, brought everything to the Europe, which was the Moors too. But we already have the document where it states, hold on. Moor said to be at Cholches, which is by the, but here, right up here, I wanted to show you where it spoke of Ham and them not knowing their names. That's what I wanted to show you. It says, the great Libyan god was Ham. Where does it speak about, okay, here it goes. It says, but the oracle resembled Ammon's, and the deities were mostly the same as the Egyptian, for being ignorant of their names. They learnt them from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And Noble Ali was what? An Egyptian adept, having derived their religion from Tuta, and hence I conclude that Ammon, the great Libyan god, was Ham, which was your ancestor. But that's when I seen the Moors said to be at Cholches, which is by the Caucasus Mountains. And that's when I looked that up, the Cholches, and then I seen that more when it hit me with the golden fleece. You know what I'm saying? Islam, Grand Sheik. So I wanted to share that. All this started from this little post from Cornwall, where they was talking about, you know, historian debunks why Cornwall is called Cornwall, and at the bottom he talks about, you know, how the origin is Latin for canoe or for canoe. So when I went and found that, brother, see, Latin for canoe, which would be Latin meaning horn. And then that's when I was doing the Celtic troglodyte studies with the horn, all of that, brother. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all that, man, about the Moors being around the Caucasus Mountains, because they was the masters. And the Celtic troglodytes was the slaves that was working in the salt mines, tin mines, silver mines. So the Moors had it set up at the Caucasus Mountains, and then Austria has the oldest salt mine where my ancestors are from. And they was in the salt mines all around 700 BC. But it does say, ignorant of their names. But the oracle resembled Ammon's, and the deities were mostly the same as the Egyptian, for being ignorant of their names. And that's the greatest sin. It said it somewhere in here too. It goes back to about the sin of Ham or whatever. But that's the sin, is that you don't honor your foremothers and forefathers indeed. So I told you I was coming back on here, man, and you know, it smacked, you know, I got smacked, man. So the paramount importance of studying thyself, especially go start dabbling around, studying into Venus, and the energy is going to take you like a roller coaster, brother. I'm telling you, it ran me right into the golden fleece to let me know that there is a intelligence that's paying attention indeed. But I'll leave y'all in peace and love, brothers and sisters. Islam, divine honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish divine and national movement of the world.